my name is Christina. I love to salvage, repurpose, and create and help others to do the same. I also love to go junking. And recently, I went out junking in my neighborhood on trash day and came across quite a beauty. This piece was almost completely ready for me. I was so excited when I came across it. It looked like it had been whitewashed and was already sanded out and most of the work had been done. Although on closer inspection, I realized it needed a little bit more work than I thought. But don't worry, I'm going to show you how I finished this beauty and transformed it into something really special using products from Sweet Pickins Milk Paint. What I thought was whitewash on this piece was definitely not. I don't know what happened to this piece of furniture or what they were attempting, but it almost looked like plaster. It looked like someone was attempting the German schmear technique all over this dresser, and some of it was super thick. Luckily, I had just received my brand new DeWalt orbital sander, which I highly recommend. I will put a link in the comments down below if you're interested in purchasing. I had to retire my Harbor Freight orbital sander, which for the price lasted me very well, but the dust that it kicked up was just insane. This new DeWalt I love and is now my favorite tool. For this project, I used 120 grit sandpaper initially to knock down this plaster substance that was all over the wood. I then followed up with 220 grit sandpaper to kind of smooth everything down evenly. Sanding was complete, and I really didn't worry about a little bit of the extra white being left on the piece as long as it was smooth, because that was my inspiration for how I was going to finish this piece. For this piece, I'm going to be using Sweet Pickins Milk Paint in Window Pane. Sweet Pickins Milk Paint is a powder-based paint, and what is so great about it is that you mix it yourself. It has no VOCs, it's all natural, and you can get an amazingly smooth finish, and sometimes you're even lucky enough to get an awesome chippy finish too. For more information on using Sweet Pickins Milk Paint, you can check out the link above to my previous video. So in order to mix Sweet Pickins Milk Paint, first you need hot water, and it's a 50-50 mix, water to paint. Put the hot water in first. I'm using a 1/4 cup. I usually mix up a little bit at a time, that way I don't have any extra. And then you add in your Sweet Pickins powder milk paint. Mix well. I love to use this immersion blender that I found resale really cheap to mix my paint. Once you use it for Sweet Pickins Milk Paint though, I wouldn't use it for anything else. Make sure to take some time mixing. You will notice a change in the consistency of the milk paint as you are mixing. It will kind of gel up a little bit, and I think it kind of reminds me of when you're making up instant pudding. Then you know you're ready to start painting. For this piece, I am only going to be painting the outside edges in window pane, so the edges of the drawers, and then the whole edges of the piece, the top and the center of the drawers. I have something else planned, so make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video to see the technique I use. Milk paint has really good coverage, and depending on how thick you mix it up, you can kind of control that. I was going for a whitewashed look, and I knew I would also be distressing. So 1 to 2 coats worked really well in most areas. To get a crisper line on my edges, I could have taped off the area that I was painting, but since this piece already had that previous, let's call it a paint job, I really didn't worry too much about it. I also knew I would be distressing this piece, and I could sand down any areas that needed a little extra help. Once the paint was dry, it was time to do the distressing, and I got out my DeWalt sander. I'm using 220 grit sandpaper, and I'm just kind of cleaning up things a bit and distressing. I was pleased to see that in a few areas the milk paint had chipped a little bit. Usually on raw wood or sanded wood, milk paint doesn't chip very well, but milk paint is also very unpredictable, so you never know what you're going to get. I also helped some of the areas along a little bit with some sandpaper. When you're done sanding, it's really important to get the dust off of your piece. I like to use disinfectant wipes to remove all of the dust. Next step is to seal it, and we're going to try oil wax from Sweet Pickins Milk Paint in white. I've heard you can use it on raw wood. I never have. And since this dresser has not only raw wood, but painted, this is perfect. Although first, I'm gonna shake it up. Last time I used oil wax, I didn't shake it. It caused a huge problem. So if you're using Sweet Pickins oil wax, make sure to shake up well. Also, you wanna have a different container to pour it into. Just pour a little at a time. Let's get started. Sweet Pickins oil wax is a great and easy finish to use. It's called one and done. You put it on and that's it. You have a durable top coat. It is also all natural. It dries to a matte finish, but if you want it a little shinier, you can buff it to a shine. When I'm using the oil wax, I always pour just a little bit into another container so I don't contaminate the oil wax itself. I am using white oil wax for this project. I also am using a very inexpensive chip brush because I am just going to throw it away when it's done. To apply, you lay down a thick first coat and just let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes, and you don't have to stress if it's on a little longer. Everything will be fine. I am covering the whole piece with oil wax. As the oil wax is seeping in, it kind of looks like this. Don't worry, it'll be fine. After your 15 to 20 minutes have passed, grab yourself a lint-free rag and it is time to wipe back. I love how the oil wax left white in the natural wood. All done with the first rag, grab another clean one and buff again, just to make sure you get everything picked up. Make sure to dispose of your rags properly. You can't rewash these. Also, if you want more of a shine, you can either apply another coat or wait 24 hours before you buff your piece to increase the shine. I decided I wanted a little bit more shine on this piece, so I'm using my favorite waxing brush. This attaches right to my drill and it's super simple to use. To purchase any of the products that I'm using here in this video, you can shop my online store at shoptheturnleg.com, or if you're local, you can shop my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, Michigan. Now it was time to deal with missing hardware. Many of the pieces that I find have hardware that is missing. The first step is to measure to find the appropriate side. You measure from each of the centers of the holes. This was 3 inches, so my first step was to go to my vintage hardware that I salvage in my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall. This is kind of like where I keep all my stuff, but I also make it available to anyone else that might need it for their projects too. Unfortunately, I didn't find anything that would work, and I needed a lot, 13, so I ended up going to my local hardware, and I'll put a link below as to what these handles are. Stay tuned for the big reveal in just a second. You're not going to believe how this piece turned out. It really was a trash to treasure piece, especially with whatever that finish was that they put on it. I'm so happy that I was able to save that piece of furniture, but let me tell you, I want to be honest with you and share one of the troubles I always seem to have when refinishing furniture. I don't know about you, but are you like drawer putting in challenged? I sure am. And this piece with the drawers and the slides, I could not for the life of me line up. It took so long. I probably should have done outtakes to show you how many times I tried to put certain drawers on certain slides. It was hysterical. Now that all the drawers are in place, it is time for the big reveal. I cannot believe how nice this piece turned out using Sweet Pickins milk paint products. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me to continue to grow my channel to help others to salvage, repurpose, and create.